Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking to get financially stable or financially free or possibly even rich, you came to the right channel here. My name's Gio, and we're going to ask you some fundamental questions on what you're doing in life or pretty much any scenario, but more than likely on your job. So, that's without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm sorry, I just woke up from a delicious nap right now, so bear with me here. So just some quick little background before we do actually get into the questions here. Currently, I am pursuing the entrepreneurship lifestyle, and I'm at a point where I want to give people value and value based off what I think will help you guys and what I've been implementing onto my day-to-day basis, and it's turning out to be successful in other aspects of that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so first things first is how long do I wish to work here or on this said goal? So it's plain and simple. Wherever it is that you're at in life, whether you're going to school, whether you're pursuing a business, you want to go ahead and create yourself a 4-year, 5-year, 6-year, 10-year, 100-year plan. You want to basically get a good idea as to how far you're willing to go with this, how much you're willing to put up with it, and have a good end and start line. It's good so that way you have that mental focus and you know what you're doing there. It's really good to have, and a lot of people don't really put that into consideration. So that's the first question. As for question number 2, we got, what's my turning point, if any? And be careful, because some people like to say that a turning point is you accepting failure. But in my book, you don't fail until you completely give up. So everyone has their boundaries, everybody has their limits, and this is that question. We know tons of people who go through 4 years, 6 years, 8 years into education or at their job where they have the highest level of promotion and they're not happy. So that's a question you want to ask yourself. Is what you're doing something you love and something you're passionate about? It's an important question and something to think about. So that's number 2. By the way, I have this little questionnaire here, some jot down, so that's why I keep looking down. So, question number 3, budget. How will I use my money? Now, this one doesn't necessarily apply to jobs or a goal, but it applies to life. Now, one of the main rules for entrepreneurship or saving money or gaining extra capital is either you have a really high paying job that can sustain your bills and you save the extra money or use the extra money to buy assets and stuff that makes you more money. But in certain people's circumstances, or basically, like 80% of the United States, you want to be able to budget your money properly. You want to be able to discipline yourself to not be overexpending or to basically not splurging to the point where you can't be flexible with your money. So if you ever do get a promotion, if you ever do get the career, remember that the more money you earn, the more money you spend, which there's nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while you should treat yourself because you deserve it. But in all reality, are you using that money for the long run or the long term and creating wealth for yourself? So that's also a very important question that you must ask yourself. So let's go ahead and move on to question number 4. Sorry, this video is a little short, but I figured I'd give you guys some sense of value, something that you guys might not think about on your day-to-day basis. I know I do. I'm only 25 years old and I'm just thinking like, when am I gonna get rich, but it's the patience and stepping up the ladder. So like I said, question number 4. How much energy and stress am I willing to endure? Now, this one is specifically important to me because I've worked in various jobs where it wasn't so much labor, but more or less mental strain. And I'm not gonna lie, it's just something I've really had to work on because I can probably tear my body down to the bone, but my mind is a fragile place. And I get demoralized, I might become emotional, and it's just something that I've personally had to grow and really work on. And that's why this is a very important question to me. And how much energy and stress am I willing to endure? If you're an overachiever, if you're an underachiever, set yourself a baseline as to when you're going to say no. Because no is a powerful, powerful word that dictates your standard of what you're willing to put up with. Because if you're not okay with saying no, people will continuously keep pushing you to the brink of collapse or mental collapse. So definitely think about that with whatever job it is. And this scenario applies to any job. If you're working at a temp agency, if you're working at McDonald's or KFC or something, definitely think about these things, because these fundamentals are what separates you from the rest. This is what's going to make you look structured and goal driven. And people will take you a little more serious. So that's number 4. So let's go ahead and hit number 5. What types of relationships will I gain and how to network? So yet again, we're going through this huge scale from 0 to 100 here, depending on where you're at in life. If you're starting at McDonald's, because I'm pretty sure we've all been there. You're at McDonald's, or you have a job in a low income area, or you get an idea of the demographic of people around there. Mind you, not everybody's going to be the same, but if you're hanging out with the wrong people, they might be negatives towards you. You know what they say, if you hang out with people that are above you, eventually you meet their level. Now, you don't really want to be that person. You don't want to be the person who's up there and is successful in their side businesses or is making extra income, and you feel like you want to flex the rollie or something, and you take them out to go eat or something, and you realize that they're just draining you of your money, draining you of your energy, draining you of all your mental capacity. And that's something to really think about when you're choosing your friends. Choose people that talk about life and value and progress, rather than weed, drugs, and things that are just gonna cloud your mind, or just not guide you in the right path and give you value. Simple. Lastly, we have the last question, which is, what value does this job offer, and is it flexible? So this is another big one for people who are trying to choose a career. I don't want to make it any more complicated for people that don't choose the entrepreneurship lifestyle and choose the career lifestyle. But I know that over the years, I had always struggled to find a career that I was completely passionate about, because in all honesty, I know for a fact that if I was to get a job, or if I was to get a career in a specific field, I know after 5 to 6 years, I'm going to be tired of it. And maybe I just haven't found the career that is completely flexible to the point where, it just changes on me completely, and it requires me to learn more. But that's the type of person I am. I need to adapt. I want to learn. I want to take down the snake trail and expand in different horizons and learn new things. And that's the type of person I am. So that's kind of where this question comes from, is if you're going to be a nurse, if you're going to be a financial advisor, a broker, or if you're going to be a banker, or whatever you want to be, a doctor, always ask yourself, what value does this job offer to me in other fields? Because certain jobs can offer multiple scenarios where you can branch off. And is it flexible, as in, can you choose to work at a different position, or choose to work at a different company for the same thing? Try to find that career that's not stuck. It's not like the clearance section of books. There's a lot of careers out there that you think might make you some good money, but in reality there's no market, or the gross income is as much as a plumber. So no offense to plumbers either, because trade work is gonna be in demand soon. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I got these 6 fundamental questions that you should definitely ask yourself, or just have in the back of your head whenever it comes to getting a new job, getting a new opportunity, or progressing in life with your goals. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. I did have a 7th step here, and the 7th one was to ask yourself why you haven't hit that like button yet. So if you could please do that, I'd much appreciate it. But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. So take it easy.